Hi, this is Ron Jeremy. You're listening to Porno Sonic.
Podcast, episode 69. Nice. Saddam Hussein smut and presidential tweets erotica. Not safe for work, obviously.
Do we start like what? Should we start small and end big? How do we want to do this thing?
I feel like 69 is equal and balanced.
Oh, so we need like a yin yang kind of treatment.
Yes, sir.
All right, so how do we find balance, ladies and gentlemen?
We go extremism.
Well, so do we want to start hard hitting? Because I think hearing the smut written by a dictator is pretty hardcore. That's like a whoa.
Yeah, no, we should go straight to fucking bears.
All right.
What else is there to talk about?
Well, like I said, rule 34 of the internet, which is...
You know what? I'm going to take that clip out of context and use it so much.
Yeah, well.
Please do.
This is going to be an awful episode for sound bites. Like, if you want to cancel us at any point, just find something from the following hour and a half.
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever wondered about books that aren't political, but you don't want to read non-political books? Boy,
No.
do we have a podcast for you.
Well, actually, they're all, unfortunately, vaguely politically relevant.
They're super political. I feel like, does politics give you an awkward boner?
Well, unfortunately, I'm sure there's at least one listener out there who can attest to that. At least one.
I'm like,
we have
DMs to the contrary.
Well, welcome to episode 69 of the eMilitia podcast. I apologize for what we're about to bring to you.
I'm not.
Don't be sorry.
Okay.
Just
well, Mel's the architect of the infamous Christmas episode, so really she should be on trial for such things. And this will probably...
of the group.
We're just adding to the list of atrocities with this one. But someone said, hey, what are you guys doing for episode 69? And I was like, episode 69. What are we doing? And so I asked Mel, and Mel found us some content, as she does. And so we're going to
hang out in the weirdest corners of the internet.
Yeah, I don't
tell us you spend too much time on the internet without telling
Yes, Mel has
too much time on the internet.
You've been on Twitter since like 2011, right?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, that's too long. So
totally corrupted at this point.
Yeah.
She sounds innocent, and she's like
the real degenerate.
She's the mother of the group that we find her weird interests that fuck us up.
It's because she knows the darkness, so she shades us from it.
I live here. I was born in it, molded by it. So today, we have an erotic novel written by Saddam Hussein, famous novelist, also known as the Butcher of Baghdad, called Zabiba and the King. And this is an actual novel written by him. At the time, it was a little background on it for education's sake. It was distributed under, I think some Arabic pen name, like his authorship or something weird like that, very neutral. But it was apparently a very popular book in Iraq. Everyone knew of it and read of it. It's propaganda, is what it is.
Mm-hmm.
And so,
sexy.
It's
propaganda.
It's sexy propaganda, the best kind. So it's about Zabiba and the King, and it's a love story between a mighty king, which is Saddam, because he's the one writing it, kind of living out his weird power trip fantasy, which is strange because he's a dictator. You'd think he just does that every day. You're gonna make this so fucking difficult, and I appreciate it, kind of. And so it's between a king and a simple yet beautiful commoner named Zabiba, who is, I guess, an analogy for the Iraqi people. So it's Saddam wanting to fuck the Iraqi people, which he does. But unfortunately, the Iraqi people, Zabiba, are married to a cruel and unloving husband, the United States, which is fair, who forces himself upon her against her will. This act of rape is compared to the United States invasion of Iraq. So reads the blurb. And so this was translated for as a weird novelty item because it's Iraqi propaganda. And the CIA was obsessed with this book because it's a very fucking strange peek into the mind of a dictator, who they're... Whatever the fuck the CIA gets up to, Christ only knows. But they read this thing back and forth trying to find some meaning from it. We're not going to do that because we don't give a fuck. Evil man was killed by evil men. But what we are interested in is the weird timeliness of it. Seeing as the war on terror is supposedly coming to an end, why not read some dictator smut?
Yeah. What gave him boners?
I wonder if this was dirty enough for Iraqis to get off to. If this was because I mean it's a sheltered fucking country. They see some ankle, they get excited,
Well,
I get excited over ankles.
Thank you. I was waiting for some kind of input.
I was like, isn't there bear pussy in this? Like, what?
No. That's pretty late in. That's page 127. We'll build up to it. But
they gotta lure you into that. Gotcha. Like ankles, and then
there's some just weird cultural and relationship stuff. Like the king is, I guess the translation would be an absolute pimp. He has a whole harem of wives and concubines. So
yeah, Mac Daddy.
Oh boy.
This guy is he's a very religious and scholarly man, and it's just kind of a fact of life that he has many bitches. Which is it's just how it's written, and it's a shame Rebs isn't here so we could get a polygamy comment, but it just writes about it so casually. So I'll read you a few little bits dramatically, as I'm sure Saddam would appreciate. Long ago, there was a powerful and proud king. His glory spread far and brought him respect, well-being, love, and loyalty from his followers, as well as reverence and fear from those who were afraid of him. This was even before the time when Allah decided to draw the line between that which is now considered allowed and that which is forbidden through his prophets. Strange. It was also before the people began to revere Allah's law, decrees, statutes, and traditions with the devotion they had later. I like that I'm reading this to porny music, because this is more just exposition and we're going to get into the dirty stuff. I'm building you up.
Just keep going. Keep going.
Don't stop. Shut up.
Yeah, don't stop. Keep going.
Don't talk, but do talk. People would submit to the king, some out of goodwill, and some by force. That's my best tiger growl for the record.
Oh, no.
That's the best.
No.
And he became the king of his time, the king of the four corners of the earth. He wanted people who lived far from the place where his throne stood and where his power was revered to bow their heads before him. He wanted kings that ruled in the far reaches of the ancient world to submit to him, long distance, so that they would govern their people under his name while revering him. So this is set in medieval Iraq. You can cut the music and we'll continue in a second. But so medieval Iraq is the setting. 3,000 years before Christ, apparently. What the fuck? Oh no,
before Christ.
That's not right. That's when the cities were built or whatever. All right, let's find something else.
Ancient smut.
Ancient smut.
Yeah, it's intense. Thank you for your giggle, Mel.
All right. So this is the king's first meeting with Zabiba, the princess.
Wait, the prince? I thought she was just a simple woman.
Well, oh no, you're
Commoner.
right.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm thinking. I've been brainwashed by
You're mi-
Disney princess culture.
You're mixing up bitches, yeah.
Yeah, if a woman's in a story, she's a princess. Maybe I'm just a feminist. I don't know. The king. All right. The king was greatly impressed by Zabiba. Was not the simplicity of Zabiba, her natural intelligence, and lack of even the slightest pretense, the very thing this prisoner of the palace needed so badly? He who heard and saw nothing apart from what was long before predicted by the dull and boring passion of his life. But let us go back to what the old woman was saying about the king. That is the very story on which our narrative is based.
I can't do the music.
I was like, it's so good though. It's fucking
Bring it
jamming.
back. We have to do it. If we have to contribute, we have to maintain the bit.
Premium content.
After the king started frequently visiting the house of Zabiba, and after she started visiting him at his palace, this is very dirty for the Middle East, and because of something that we shall hear later, it happened that the king fell in love with Zabiba, and that with great passion, in such a way as he had not loved any of his wives or concubines. When she walked, his heart was ready to burst out of his chest to catch up with her, fall before her, and fly after her in order to find out where she was going, and to serve as a bright lantern for her. But the king did not tell Zabiba of his love for her, and tried to hide his attachment to her because he considered her one of the people, and because his life was confined by the palace walls. The king did not ask about her husband, and did not feel jealous of him, because the husband had a legal right to her.
Oh.
However, the king was jealous of the air and the water, and even of every morsel of food in her mouth.
Ooh.
Yes, indeed, the king felt jealously even about the mouth of Zabiba. I guess he had some kind of food fetish? I don't know. Is it not the mouth that attracts a man to a woman or repels him from her? Does not a does not a clever woman use her mouth to seduce a man, to attract him and keep him? Does she not shade the imperfections of her mouth to ensure that once a man comes to it, he will not distance himself? You know, like using Tic Tacs and reference regularly. And brushing your teeth, good oral hygiene. Do men not kiss the lips of a woman more than any of her other beauties? Is the mouth
Depends on who you are.
Depends on what kind of man you are, bud. Is the mouth not sufficient for some men to judge? I'm getting all hot and bothered here.
Can't
Is the
focus. All
I
the
know.
blood's rushing to your penis.
Yeah, and the blunt to my head. Is the mouth not sufficient for some men to judge a woman's purity and prudence? And in any stage of their intimacy, does not he cling to her mouth to prove his love? Oh god, the music's restarting on me. To his beloved through kisses, which can be considered a sign of feelings, and independently of whether or not the couple had a sexual relationship. We're almost there, gang. Don't worry. Is this not true? And if the meaning of the mouth is that great, should not a man be jealous about the mouth of the one he loves, her laughter, every movement of her lips? Clearly, one understands then why our mothers and grandmothers cover their mouths in front of strangers, and why they only eat in the presence of their family. Clearly, one understands the meaning of the sacred verse, which commands that women are to cover their open parts, and naturally, the mouth is among them.
Oh gosh.
that's that part. Woo! So we got women are legal property. Check. Oh, did we lose Buckles? Did she get a little too much blushing?
She had to go flick the bean real quick.
Oh Christ!
Oh my god.
She'll be back.
She'll be after this quick commercial break. So yeah, that was some choice stuff right at the end there.
This dude has a real affinity for blowjobs.
Well, I mean, you can blame him, but like, he there's a lot of stigma attached to the woman's mouth here.
Saddam, yo baby, what that mouth do, Hussein?
That's actually what he went by amongst his generals in a circle.
That was his nickname in high school.
Yeah. Saddam, damn, what that mouth do, baby. He's saying. Oh god. Yeah, like so any there's a lot to unpack there, is all I can really say. And this is the guy first meeting her. He's like, oh, here's this like peasant woman. Oh, her mouth's open. That gets me going pretty fucking good.
Virgin CIA agent. What does it mean?
Yeah, they're sitting around. So, anyone get anything from our reading, page 9, Zabib and the King today? Anyone know where the WMDs are? Anyone care to even fanfic a little bit? You know. Yeah, it's a straight. So, well, you guys have been like Mel's just like, oh yeah, there's this book that Saddam Hussein wrote, and I was like, cool, we should do that. Bought the thing, and I'm like, fuck. Well, first off, I was like, maybe there's just a PDF I can skim, and there is. It's just like the actual Arabic version.
Oh no.
Yeah. So I was like, well, fuck. Now I have to buy the English one. I can't just like scan through it and pick a few choice things and then we can laugh about it on the show. I gotta fucking buy this thing and read it.
So there's this girl on TikTok who was talking about how Saddam was a bottom. And so I was like, oh god, I didn't even know he was gay. So I
did watch South Park, so you know, like I agree he was a bomb.
I googled if he was gay, and then I was like reading a little bit, and then started talking about his Smut novel. I was like, no way. So I googled a little more, and you know what? I couldn't sleep this night. So this is like at 3 a.m. in the morning that I've been doing this, and I found that book.
That's exactly how I've been digesting this. It's been the absolute end of my day when everything is handled. I've been reading fucking Zabiba and the King by Saddam Hussein, so thank you very much for that, Mel.
Welcome back, Buckles.
Yeah,
how was your wank session? No response. Still too flustered.
She'll recover. She has to hydrate.
She's gonna kill you.
That's very important.
I was responding. My mic was on mute.
Damn, couldn't even defend herself.
I was trying. Oh my god. I was like, it got hot in here. I had to leave. Yeah, it was spicy. My computer literally shut down. Like, my computer was like, no, we're done here.
Oh, no.
Yeah,
too hot.
It did. I had to restart it.
Somebody take the soundboard away.
Yeah, like for some reason when Mel was like, "Oh, I'll set up a soundboard for this episode," and we were all like, "Oh yeah, good idea." I don't know why the fuck we said that.
Well, because I thought it was gonna be like honks and whistles, not like moans and screams.
Yeah, literally, in my innocence, I thought we were gonna continue doing like the baseball sound as like a fourth base kind of joke.
Yeah, like beep beep.
Yeah, see that's adorable.
Yay. Not like,
okay,
oh,
we can
God, I just killed Nana with a heart attack.
Every time I play it, I mute my keyboard so I don't have to traumatize my neighbors.
No,
again,
do traumatize.
Like,
them.
damn, at least like consistent. And for an hour and a half, nice.
Nice.
All right, so you ready for another extract? Poor Buckles missed out on the long ass page and a half. This one's just less than a page.
She didn't miss out. She capitalized.
But did I miss out?
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
Long story short, Buckles, or listeners who might just now be tuning in as if this is a live show,
I was gonna say, why
Saddam Hussein believes that the mouth of a woman is just another hole you should cover.
There's someone listening right now going, based.
Looking for that trad wife, yeah.
Just another hole. Great stuff. Thank you, Saddam. And again, I love that this was just like national propaganda. Just like our pocket constitutions, everyone had a copy of Zabiba and the King on the shelf. Like in Iraq, you don't explain the birds and the bees.
No, it's just on the coffee table.
Yeah, you just, well, you know, your child turns 26 or whatever the right ages are over there, and then you hand him this book and you're like, this is all you need to know, son.
26.
Yeah. I don't know.
Probably off by a good margin.
Yeah, it's probably more like 30. All right. Oh no, fuck. You're right.
For
You're
a
right.
dude.
Fuck. No, it's 30 for a dude and 12 for a woman.
Yes.
Jesus Christ. You made me say it. Fuck you.
You said the quiet
right.
part out loud.
I generally do these days. All right. Ready for our next extract?
Yes, but no. Go.
Mel, hit us.
Oh yeah.
No, don't hit me.
Let's get you with that music.
That sweet beat. I feel like I'm doing some spoken word, but I'm harming the audience actively. All right. The fact that this is my first time in the King's Palace. This is a Zabiba. The fact that this is my first time in the King's Palace is true, and I thank our creator for the opportunity to greet you and to benefit from your kindness and graciousness. Oh, this is actually Zabiba to the Queen. I'm just taking quick extracts here so I don't have to like read you a whole fucking novel.
To the Queen, interesting.
To the Queen, yeah, the you know, what are they? What's the pimp called? Like top bitch or something like that. It's something really fucking awful.
It's not top bitch because it's like bottom bitch.
That's right. All of my knowledge about pimping comes from South Park.
I've had some human trafficking training.
And West Coast
Frat. I don't even know what any of this stuff is. It sounds terrible.
Oh, well, yeah. it is terrible, Mel, and that's what we're confronting today. Anyway,
yeah.
So this is Zabiba, you know, stating her claim over her mans to the Queen, the existing bitch.
Gotcha.
The fact that this is my first time in the King's Palace is true, and I thank our creator for the opportunity to meet you and to benefit from your kindness and graciousness. But this is not my first time in a palace. Ooh.
Was that a flex?
Oh!
She's a bit of a hoe.
Losing.
Zabiba's a bit more common than we've been led to believe. I've been in the palace of Hiskil, the landowner whom you made leave, and his palace is much like yours, as you know. They say that the master wanted to marry the young concubines of your father after his death, because he wanted to look like a king. Getting them sloppy seconds. And fancied to conquer the throne if he had a palace like that of a king and wives, from those who used to be the king's concubines, said Zabiba with loud laughter. Rude bitch. Then she turned to the king with a bow and uttered, "Forgive me, great king. It is not I, but my soul which laughed at the fact that there are such people who have many possessions and yet have base souls. How is it that... This is him. How is it that you say that your soul was laughing and not you yourself? My king, if you were to command me to make a choice, I would not laugh in your presence. But my soul, which is not used to the palace etiquette, jumped beyond the limits of the appropriate and laughed. Very well, Zabiba, but why would you force your soul to do the things that are contrary to it? I would like it if you gave your soul more freedom to be natural.
Ugh.
But does a common woman like me need freedom, said Zabiba, as if it were not she who said it, but her very soul.
Based.
Barf.
That's the end of that little extract. Jesus.
And the propaganda.
Yeah. So it's like, because again, this is meant to be the Iraqi people declaring their
daddy. Just kidding.
Yeah, like declaring their love to their king, who's Saddam. So they're like literally like, tread on me, daddy.
Yeah, subjugate me, senpai.
Woo.
Interesting.
Answer the question, no, common women don't need freedom. Not like that. I think I'm gonna convert.
What's the name? Fucking Sinead O'Connor did. How do you say her name? It's some weird Irish Sinead O'Connor.
Yeah, Sinead O'Connor.
I thought it was Sinead.
I
don't know. It's some weird Irish shit that I can't pronounce.
I'm old.
Because they designed their language, so I can't pronounce it. Which, good on them.
Sinead.
Yeah, Sinead O'Connor. The ball.
Is she converted? Is that what you said?
Yeah. She's Muslim.
Huh.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Honestly, she definitely did that as like a cry for help. That woman is really fucked up these days. Whenever one of her
hours and 15 days since her love walked away.
You didn't go there.
Yeah.
I think it's been a lot fucking longer than that. That woman's been alone for a while, and it shows. She is really crazy these days. Like I'm always surprised when I see that she's not killed herself. I'm not even saying that in a jokey way. I'm like, Jesus fuck.
I don't feel like I've actually seen or heard anything about that woman since that video.
Oh really?
Maybe
she's just in like British news because like they kind of do like a little proof of life every few years. It's like, hey, here's the crazy Britney Spears-esque thing she's doing at the minute.
We definitely don't care enough over here.
No. I mean, we barely do there. It's more like a...
Oh, she's changed her name.
Oh, really?
It's Shuhara Sadaquat.
Oh, Jesus.
That sounds like some... like some trying to get into college with native ancestry bullshit.
Yeah, maybe she's transracial.
Oh, Lord.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
For the most fucked up reason, I was really hoping Mel would, like, hit a moan after that.
I removed it from the soundboard. So
Oh, that's sweet.
it.
Even though we were all, like, you know, calling our disgust every time, I was secretly enjoying it.
Huh.
Yeah, I'm not ashamed. There you go.
It's very easy to add back.
Incredible. We have the technology. All right.
My cheeks are hot.
We gotta make sure people can't turn the volume up all the way at work.
No, we need to remind them. Be
Editing,
like,
let's make that worse.
sound all the way up, guys. At the beginning of the episode.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to like nail the editing, or really cruelly just drag it really fucking low.
Yes.
Tell them we had audio issues in the beginning and turn their volume way up.
Yeah, you'll just hear like, they'll be like, what? Turn it all the fucking way up. Alright. So that last bit I fucked up. That last bit was between the king and the queen. This bit's between the queen and Zabiba. Or, fuck it. You guys don't care. You're just listening for the fucked up parts. Anyway. The queen asks Zabiba, "Why do you keep the king to yourself and force him to distance himself from the rest of us, Zabiba?" "Excuse me, my lady, but the king is free in his actions. Nobody is holding him." "No, you claimed him for yourself without thinking about us. And again you are mistaken, my lady. God forbid that I made a claim on the king, the ruler of the people, and of our great kingdom." "The main thing is that he is a king," the queen said. "He must give his attention to us. I should be his main concern, and then he can think of others." Then Zabiba said to the queen, "That is why you have lost the king, my lady." She was trying to keep him too exclusive.
Oh, snap.
She's like, "Alright, what are you trying to say?" snapped the queen. Zabiba replied, "Truly, selfishness along with unbridled desires, seeking after personal gain, leads to a situation in which people, even a queen, are treated as if they were not human beings, but merely things. People are prone to think, feel, and understand what is good and what is bad, and then choose what is best for them." That's ironic coming from a dictator. "Forgive me, my lady, but I do not..." Oh wait, fuck, where am I? and how is it, my asides are fucking me up. "And how is it that you are better than we, daughter of the people? Forgive me, my lady, but I do not place myself higher than you or the other wives and concubines of the king, and do not even try to be compared with you. However, we have met, he and I, and our views and feelings agreed, and something happened of which you know absolutely nothing." She is a bitchy little girl, talking to the fucking queen, like I'm hot shit, and you're old news. Alright, that's the end of that bit.
That, quite interesting.
It's like, it's, I feel like Saddam had to sit through a few chick flicks or something to, like, attempt female dialogue.
Who is the queen in this allegory?
I mean, being a queen in a fictional story, like, she's not historic or anything. Oh, you can get the music, Mel.
Huh? Oh, yeah, sorry.
But, yeah, she's not even like this isn't like a historic piece, it's just set in a historic setting. So it's medieval Iraq, but it's a completely fictional king, queen, Zabiba, and bear fucking, which we'll get to. Well,
Zabiba's mouthy.
Zabiba is fucking mouthy. Like, reading this on my own, I was maybe a supporter of her. She was just a common girl, you know, trying to make ends meet. But reading this aloud, I'm kind of forced to confront her tone. And I do feel that she's maybe a bit boisterous, and, you know, maybe she feels a bit safe with this newfound position. But you know, I don't claim to speak for Zabiba or to know her more than the few extracts I've taken.
She should support the queen, not tear her down.
You should support your queens, but like not if they're an actual monarchy. Then you should like get guillotined. But like, yeah, definitely support your queens, people.
Queen supporting queens.
Queen supporting queens. I'm not going to leave out the fact that my girlfriend just pointed at herself.
Yeah, she's all right. Me? Yeah, no, she's right. That's right, girl. She ain't wrong. Yeah. Lady BR is correct.
All right. So I didn't have too much time because this book only arrived a day before we recorded, so I only had a little bit of time to skim through it. But I have found the infamous bear fucking scene, and seeing as we're coming up to half an hour, and I think we're going to do like maybe an hour and a half-ish, nice balance of 69, yep. Let's round our bases, I guess. Some shit like that. We'll finish up the Saddam Hussein segment
base
of the podcast. Yeah, we'll get on to second base, even though we're doing it in thirds. I guess we'll, maybe we'll do the awkward high school thing and stumble through.
I mean, I feel like bear fucking has surpassed second
base. Bear fucking is definitely surpassing second base.
Yeah.
I don't know how if you manage to feel up a bear, you either have seconds left to live, or
I mean that's BDE if there is.
How many bases are there?
Well, there should be 4, but we're doing like a 3-section show, so we're kind of fucked.
It's a home run. Yeah, there's 3 in a home run. Right?
Wait, Mel, you're American. Why the fuck am I explaining baseball to you?
Because that's not what I thought we were talking about.
Oh. Well, it wouldn't be a very good analogy if you were like, oh yeah, so it's like baseball, the 4 bases, except with sex is like 7. It's a baseball analogy, but there are 7 bases.
Maybe an baseball. Yeah. Oh wait, they don't sports ball. Never mind.
Sports ball. All right.
Humans don't have intercourse with bears in baseball.
There's no bear fucking in baseball.
Well, there could be though.
It's un-American, sir.
It's un-American. I don't know. Are we really in such an era where we can confidently say what our national identity even is anymore, Buckles?
True.
It could be bear fucking, actually.
Bear fucking may just be part of America's favorite pastime now. I don't know.
I feel like that's very Appalachia.
It could be. Maybe if we decentralize, that could be more like a localized thing. I don't know. Those people in the mountains are fucking crazy. But anyone have any more comments on that last piece before we proceed to right to fourth base and dessert of bear fucking?
Yeah.
No, I'm excited for bear fucking.
All right. This is it's a short paragraph, but fuck knows why it exists. Even an animal respects a man's desire. Good place to start.
No.
Yep, that's where we're starting. If it wants to copulate with him... Wait.
No.
Even an animal respects a man's desire if it wants to copulate with him. Doesn't a female bear try to please a herdsman when she drags him into the mountains, as it happens in the north of Iraq?
No.
Probably not. Probably just reverence him.
Maul him. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's bears in the Middle East?
Oh, there's bears everywhere, Mel. Don't let them tell you otherwise.
I feel like a goat would be more.
They're like land sharks.
Yeah, there's a Syrian brown bear, bro.
Oh, dang.
Doesn't she bring him nuts? Well, of course he does. He wants to fuck. Gathering them from the trees or picking them from the bushes. Doesn't she climb into the houses of farmers in order to steal some cheese, nuts, and even raisins so that she can feed the man and awaken him the desire to have her?
What?
And this man beast treated me as less than human when he tore me apart in such a disgusting way. Perhaps this was one of those who tried fruitlessly to have me when his skill did not succeed in making me join their nocturnal games.
Oh, no.
Woo! That's the Butcher of Baghdad, people.
I don't need a cold shower. I need like a hot shower with a pumice stone.
I feel like I need like a full Seaburn like
this guy really fucked a bear.
Well, he's like megalomaniac on the level of like even nature wants me.
Yeah, like I am the man. I am the man to the extent that not only can I fuck bears, but bears want to fuck me.
And will bring me snacks.
And will bring me snacks after. That's a sign of things going well.
Right. Damn.
That's like ideal.
Yeah, actually.
if it weren't a bear.
Just for the record, Spotify, this is we have nothing against bears of the human variety. You know, that's we're a very inclusive show. This is not anything against that kind of lifestyle.
No species of bear were harmed in the making of this episode.
I was referring more to the different, archetypes.
The gays.
Species.
The gays.
Yes. Again, species.
What's the opposite of a bear? Gay.
See, I'm just my only education is Always Sunny and a few other people commenting on Always Sunny who are actually.
I thought twink.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
But then Always Sunny has me fucked up because I'm thinking like, is otter a thing? Like
otters are a thing.
Really?
I love otters. Like in the gay community?
Wait, Gunsy, just fucking with me like more in the yes they exist.
Did we just gay up the otters?
No, like otters are like small hairy men.
Holy shit. No, I've definitely heard that. That's why I was in the back
I
of my
love
brain.
otters. Now otters are weird.
Insane.
They're like water dogs, and now they're weird hairy men. I'm upset.
They can be why
small
not
hairy men.
Small hairy, it's worse.
Yeah. They gotta be at least 6 foot to not be creepy. Sorry, short kings. Anyway.
I mean, have you seen otters' hands? Now
short kings really get no respect.
And I'm sorry, but nor should they. If I have to like bend down to hand you something from the top shelf, you're annoying me. Sorry, Duncan.
You're a child.
Oh, don't be rude.
No, Duncan is. I would do anything for Duncan.
Who's Duncan?
He's you wouldn't know because you're not on Twitter, you fucking loser.
Twitter was bad for my mental health.
No, that's fair. I'm sorry, bud.
That's fair, yeah.
Twitter's bad for all of our mental health, but it's the drug that keeps on giving. But like negatively.
I just dabble, I feel like. There's use, abuse, and dependence, and I'm still in the use stage.
I'm not dependent, but I definitely use and abuse it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But it's the only thing I can get on at work now. If I've got nothing to do at work, I can't get on Instagram because I'm using a fucking like grounded tablet for all my Instagram stuff. So I can only do Twitter. So now it's like, sorry Twitter, but you're exposed to 24/7.
Edit.
Yeah, edit that. Dumb fuck. 24/7 of BR. It's a good thing we don't do a live show. I would have fucking outed myself by now. Alright, anyway. Rule 34. This is something we were talking about yesterday when we were planning on recording and Mel locked herself away from her computer. But
it's probably intentional.
It was not.
So that we didn't have to do this for another day.
So, does anyone know what Rule 34 is?
If it
teacher,
exists,
I do.
There is porn of it.
Yeah.
Yes.
If you thought it's been fapped too.
You thought it's been fapped too. Beautiful.
Boy, do my Kindle recommendations know that now.
Well, so there's like... I didn't know there was like a proper, actual, written out, I don't know what you'd call it, like scientific sounding rule. But there's a .gov website that lists this description.
.gov?
Yeah. .gov. UT courts. I don't know is that Utah maybe?
Of course, Utah, the Mormons.
Wait. Maybe, honestly, it might just be an actual Rule 34 from their law book. I just clicked on it, and unfortunately it wasn't what we were describing. But anyway.
Mormon law? Yeah,
some weird, like probably, no fun.
Maybe it's some weird copyright thing. Maybe that's like so you can't sue for like fan fiction. Like, wow, bro, it's just Rule 34. Like, you can't help that there's dragon pussy now. Sorry, bro.
Like, it's just out there, man. It's just out there.
It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. It's a rule. It's a feature, not a bug.
So, the ad length description. Rule 34 is an internet maxim which asserts that internet pornography exists concerning every conceivable topic, the concept is commonly depicted as fan art of normally non-erotic subjects engaging in sexual behavior.
Mhm.
So, all of you have violated our trust with you by sending us. Not all of you. A lot of people have violated our trust with our followers by sending us various things that pertain to Rule 34. Just one day you'll just open your DMs and there it is, a big purple Thanos stick. And you didn't know you were going to see that. And there it is. First interaction with someone, or maybe second, and the first one's just one I'd never opened. Hi, big fan of the page, thank you for, I've learned so much, listen to eMilitia, blah, blah, blah. And then very next message, Thanos dick.
Who are you talking to?
What? No,
You
people
never
who follow
got
us. Like,
You never got sent the Thanos stick?
Yeah, Buckles, there's no
No.
way you haven't been sent weird shit.
I get real ones.
Okay, no,
Giant
well,
purple ones.
maybe they just get creative with us. Like, have you guys never received any, like, Rule 34 kind of content?
I have certainly not.
Really?
I have, but it's from my friends. Actually, followers don't send
What the
me weird
fuck?
shit. That's
Guns.
stuff boys
Come on.
do. Boys
You
do
have,
that. Yeah.
for sure, right?
Yeah,
You guys
yeah,
do.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I've gotten multiple different versions of Thanos alone.
No, it's
Me
like
too.
any childhood character that you loved and was endearing has been pounded by some other fucking character that you
100%.
loved.
Yeah. If you, like, so I just, for the sake of, okay, I was gonna lie to you. I already had Rule 34 open in a tab. I always do. Always. No,
Okay.
like, a Google Images result.
I keep that thing on me.
The first fucking, what do we have? Like, the first 15 images in front of me. We have Frozen. We
Yeah.
have
That's
the
lazy.
what's the princess? I asked you this yesterday, but I already fucking forgot. The princess from Aladdin.
Oh, Jasmine.
Jasmine. I have fucking Among Us.
Oh, sus.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Gross.
Yep. I have an airplane that looks kind of furry-ish. It's like a fucking horse that's also an airplane, but then it has a thick ass.
What? If
Yeah.
that isn't Rule 34.
That's Rule 34 to a fucking T. Oh no, that's literally from Know Your Meme. So, there's the chibi like Statue of Liberty, but with like a lot of cleavage going on.
Oh, that's a nice one.
Yeah, like, yep. That's some good Rule 34 right there. We got Space Jam, fucking. Oh
No.
god! Like if you go through like one whole Google Images
Just the first page. Yeah, that's that Clippy.
Your entire childhood will be ruined.
Like I thought Clippy was a dude, but there he is impregnated.
There are no rules in Rule 34.
There's 100% not. I've got like Mew from Pokemon, legs up in the air, showing everything, looking into the viewer's eyes. That's and blushing. There's some abysmal shit in here, and some of it clearly it's someone's like 5 minutes of work, and then they chucked it on 4chan.
Who needs that?
And some of this is genuine art,
masterpieces.
Yeah, like a troubling amount of time was dedicated to this. And
I feel like these people don't have enough hobbies. Like build a table.
This is their hobby. Like every
Why
time
are we drawing Mewtwo pussy?
Why are we drawing Mewtwo pussy?
Yeah, like literally learn a skill, grow a potato.
You could be learning a trade right now. I'm gonna sound like everyone who's listening to this is dad. You could be learning a trade right now, but instead you're drawing Mewtwo's pussy, and that disappoints
Are you winning,
me.
son?
Are you winning, son? In a sense.
I don't know. That guy probably does make more money than all of us.
No, that's true. Some of these people. So on Twitter, like Mel, I'm sure you've seen it, but like every time you go to trending, usually, or maybe you've sorted out your algorithms to this point that Twitter doesn't fuck with you and show you nonsense. But I know that's not true. But there's always nonsense to be found. But if you go into like trending, you'll just randomly come across like some kind of fan art eventually that's all like anime-esque.
Yeah.
Like it'll be McCain's a war criminal, Dan Crenshaw's the new McCain, blah, 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 blah. Like, what the fuck's happening right now? And then anime. You're like, what the fuck? And there's always a community, oh, this is my commission, blah, 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 blah. And if you go through enough of them, especially the bigger accounts, because sometimes I'm like, well, who the fuck are these people? And you'll see them, this one made me like 2,000, or I got paid in Bitcoin for this. And you're like, these kids are probably secretly rich. Just sitting in their room with like a shitty Wacom tablet and an iPad, just teaching themselves a skill, making stupid fucking money. And I mean,
and I'm over here doing paperwork.
Yeah, yeah.
What?
I make art for a living, but I sit in a fucking cubicle.
Yeah.
You
need to get on that Mewtwo pussy, bro.
I should be drawing more Mewtwo pussy, I guess.
Pokemon pussy.
I can't believe I've said that phrase 3 times.
You gotta catch them all.
Yeah. Okay.
Speaking of Rule 34.
What have you found?
Well, nothing. Right now, the book the literature that I read.
Yeah, let's respect it. It's
episode, I'm not going to be reading. BR could read some because it is filthy.
If send me anything and I will dramatically read it.
Okay, I think some of the
are already in the chat.
Yeah, some of those. So, okay, the title of the book, this great novel of our time, is called Penetrated by the President's Twitter Feed.
By MJ Edwards. The plot is about a woman who's aiding in the cheating on her best friend with her best friend's husband. She finds him a little boring unless she's scrolling through Donald Trump's tweets. Wow.
She is a world-renowned AI creator, and she aspires to make an AI bot thing, a sex bot, as they're called, of his tweets, essentially.
Isn't the human mind wonderful?
On so many levels.
Like, the creativity of the human spirit is really quite something.
Yeah.
How many of these have sold?
Well, here's the thing. We were looking this up last night. MJ Edwards is like a legit author.
Yeah. Like he went from philosophy to
that seems common. But
really? Wait, what?
Yeah.
We have to address this for like a minute or two.
Okay.
What else he's written? Have you seen, Mel?
No, not him, but there was this guy. What's his name? Hold on. I read it the other day because Bird Archist told me about it. Hold on. My Kindle is so messed up from looking up these books. Like, I use Kindle Unlimited. I read like 3 to 5 books a week. And usually it's like fiction, magic stuff, things like that. And that my recommendations are the worst right now.
Holy shit! Sorry, wait. I just found the fucking guy on Twitter.
Did you?
Yeah, MJ Edwards.
Oh no.
So, if I think we'll be fairly generous, because I honestly think this is probably like a fucking around creative outlet.
Nice.
But we could tag him in the episode.
Can we please?
He has 249 followers. He's within our reach, guys. I mean,
he writes so many others. He's got some.
He's got some genuine catalog.
Yeah, Asark has told my friend Anna about this author and her coronavirus novels, and she posted them all on Twitter. And then we were searching, and the Penetrated by the Presidential's Twitter feed was one of the books that came up.
I'm following him.
Okay.
Done deal.
So she's in bed with Mr. Boring. She says he's So boring, he wouldn't even let the cat watch. And then she said she read the words across the president's Twitter feed's chest. China, vote, losers, fake news, virus, Russia. Do it, said Beth. Do it, asked the president's Twitter feed. Because, again, she makes him into an AI bot. VR, you want to go to the screenshots?
Oh, wait. All right, so are we doing the kissing the coronavirus or the Trump one?
The Trump one.
All right.
You can read.
I think that I've got all of your... There was 4 screenshots that I've got so far. Is that what we had for it?
Yeah.
All right.
The rest, I think, like, it's, like, X-rated.
Oh, okay. We'll go from not safe for work to get you fired. Or your fucking Spotify privileges revoked if you work for a tyrant. There they go. There they fucking go. All right. Got everyone's cheeks nice and warmed up for this one. Oh wait, you want to hit me with the music again? This one will be a little bit spicier than Saddam's work, I'm sure. He clearly knew what she was thinking. Then the president's Twitter feed grabbed her by the pussy and rammed his dick inside her, filling her up like grandma's roast chicken dinner.
It's a good one.
Oh, we need some... if I'm feeling really cruel, I'll add in some sound effects. Oh, God.
Okay. You want to go ahead and knock the other one out of the way?
I was going to say, like, do you want me to just carry on or what?
Yeah, just read all of them if you want.
Oh, God, this one's so bad.
Alright, I don't know what if we're doing them in the same order. I'm just reading them as they are on the phone. Even pulling on her hair and slapping her ass cheeks like an unloved stepchild didn't do anything for her. He was trying his best, bless him. But no matter what Trevi did, it just didn't push any of Beth's buttons. In fact, Trevi didn't even realize when Beth picked up her phone from the bedside table and began scrolling through Twitter, Beth saw a couple of memes. She saw some news and current affairs. She saw... What was this feeling in her nether regions? A wetness so sleek that Trevi's cock glided... Fuck you, Mel. In and out of her pussy like a well-oiled piston engine.
No!
Her clit engorged, and she snatched at her bare breast with her free hand, using the other to scroll through her Twitter feed. Jesus!
I told him it was filthy.
Turn the fan up. I thought you said, what's the X-rated stuff like?
Alright, cut the music. Cut the bullshit.
Cut the music, I need to throw up. Oh, I'm so glad I grabbed the fucking joint.
The tweets were from none other than the President of the United States. Our great country is under threat. Stand up to the libs who want to take your freedoms. That's the next part of that paragraph.
I got it. Unless you want to do it.
No, you got to do it.
No.
You've gone so far, Mel.
No.
Reading... You gotta hit me with the music again. It's the only way I can do the bit. Otherwise I'm taking it too serious.
Oh, this is the good one.
Reading such strong, powerful words made Beth wetter than anything that was really wet. She was so wet that she couldn't even think about something that was really wet. I thought I was having a stroke midway through that. Not that it mattered, because her vagina was currently the wettest thing anyway. She read on. China will pay for what they have done to our fantastic nation. Just like the Mexicans, the Canadians, and the Danish have had to pay. They will all pay. Beth bit her lip. Her vagina clenched around Trevi's member, and his parroting caw morphed into a low growl. Sounds like something from an alien movie. Like the sound Mingo made when Beth accidentally stepped on his tail. The fake news media will do anything to ruin me. Sad. They're flown. But not like a retard. We are a great nation. Unite! He screamed.
It's so bad.
God, I need to
That's
smoke
not
after that
real.
one. What the fuck?
Yeah, I need a cigarette.
I just rabbit holed on this poor person's Twitter.
We will become the best of friends with MJ Edwards.
I don't know.
Maybe. He might have some really interesting shit to say about philosophy. I would genuinely love to get him on.
Where is it?
Or he might just want to talk about cocks. I don't know.
I'd like everyone to know that there's currently a legal issue with my ferrets.
Wait.
and my soon-to-be ex-husband is a bastard.
Yeah, that's probably fair.
I like this game. Oh, very sad tonight. A podcast has reviewed Kissing the Coronavirus, which has racist literature accidentally printed inside. As a result, I've been labeled a racist.
What?
Yeah.
Well, this sounds like our kind of guest.
Get it.
Heck yeah.
We will revive your career, recovering
that's a trilogy, right?
Novelist. It's a trilogy. Oh, yes. I think I saw part 2.
Mm-hmm.
To penetrating the Twitter feed or the coronavirus?
The second book. Yeah, the coronavirus one. The second one.
He was probably not banking on this fucking pandemic going on so long. He like got to the end of the first one. He's like, well, things are kind of wrapping up. And then they're like, all right, so you're going to need your third shot. And he was like, all right, here comes number 2.
Oh, people are still alive. Get to more fucking.
What the fuck? There were so many different things for like for summer, like different things people were calling summer because like things were opening back up and like a lot of people hadn't been going out and like hooking up or anything. You remember all that shit? It was like hot girl summer and
cowards.
And cowards. Yeah, no, seriously. Your blue balls don't make you a hero. All right. You want to hit me with the music? We'll finish this up. Get this this book out of here.
What's even left?
Oh, you're about to hit, buddy.
Mm-hmm.
She read the words across the president's Twitter feed's chest. China, vote, losers, fake news, virus, Russia. Do it, said Beth. Do what? Asked the president's Twitter feed.
I also want to know.
Do we have any screenshots from the coronavirus books?
I think they're free on Kindle Unlimited, so let me check really quick.
I mean, we can always cut out like a little interlude if we need to,
Let's see. What's it?
MJ? Melly, you like the music?
Oh yeah. MJ Edwards.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, this is very fucking entertaining.
I
would be very disturbed if someone was like they sort out material of this nature, but if someone was like browsing erotic literature and was like, that's pretty fucking funny, and downloaded this book, I would respect them.
Right.
And like, there's no way. I mean, What do you guys think? Do you think this is from like a? Do you think it's from a honest point of parody, or do you think it's like a genuine kink or something? Because you don't fucking know anymore.
No.
Yeah, I have no idea.
anyone brave enough to fucking hazard a guess?
Damn, Mel, you're gonna send the whole book?
I know, right? Fuck.
Well, I mean,
gonna give the man's material away. Nah.
I would never do that if you're listening.
So we'll do like what was it? The first? Oh no, it's not the first. It's holy shit! How many pages is that? Oh, it says 18%. I thought it said like 1800 and something.
That's funny.
I was like, Jesus Christ! Like, if it was How many pages is it, Mel? Do you know? Like, roughly all these kind of books.
Well, Kindle is, like, a little different, but it's 16 pages of Kindle book.
Oh, that's weird. Oh, because I know it says percent, but, like...
MJ Edwards is a lady.
What? Oh, when I Googled, there was a picture of a man, but I guess that's why I can't trust
MJ Edwards, about the author. During the coronavirus pandemic, MJ Edwards turned her hand to writing, combining the two biggest parts of her life at the moment, the virus and sex. She hopes that you enjoy the book. Any similarities to real-life situations, are purely coincidental. She lives in Surrey with her husband and 19 ferrets.
So she's really
the
weird.
ferrets were a thing. The legal issues, and her ex-husband is an asshole.
I mean, as a group of really fucking weird people, I can respect a really weird person who's gonna boldly state that they own 19 ferrets.
Yeah, hell yeah.
I mean, that's the kind of energy we usually fuck with, so... like...
I didn't even know this lady, and I already like her.
I think we'd be friends.
Get her on.
There you go.
We could talk smack about your ex-husband.
Yeah,
you're gonna swipe her for fucking Girls Town before we ever get her on eMilitia.
Hey, you want to be a part of my blog?
Alright, so this is like a handful of pages from somewhere in the middle?
Huh?
Is this like the first chapter or what?
Yeah.
Alright. Yeah, you guys just tell me to shut the fuck up if I'm like going on too long, because I'm just gonna like read it, and if someone wants to comment. Alright. Kissing the coronavirus. She was supposed to cure the coronavirus. Instead, she fell in love with it. Yeah, that's half a Twitter these days. Dr. Alexa Ashington Ford, very British name, stared at the test tube between her fingers. Perfectly pink manicured nails clashing with the pale bubbling liquid inside. She recognized the power she had in her grip. The virus, which had claimed so many lives and which had made her heart beat furiously, like a wild tiger thrashing in a cage. Page turn. The coronavirus. These are such skinny fucking pages. Despite the devastation the virus was causing across the globe, Alexa felt a rush of excitement every time she picked up the corona sample, like a pulsating erect penis, desperate to unleash its devastation on anyone who touched it. That's definitely true of a lot of men's dicks. And not in like a boastful way, as in a fuck up your life way. Watch yourself, ladies. It had been so long since Alexa had been with a man that the virus was the only thing she could get near, to which gave her any sort of thrill. The tickle in her knickers when she worked with the sample was the only... Her knickers. That's very scandalous. Was the only sexual release she had experienced since the virus had unleashed hell and taken its hold on the world. And now she held it in her hand, gripped it tight. She bit her lip. Imagine what she could do with it. She rubbed her hand over her breast, her nipple hardening like a tic-tac. Imagine how she would feel if she touched herself with it. Sounds like a really fucking bad idea. Pretty great, Alexa thought. Pretty great indeedly. Alexa lowered the test tube and unbuttoned the bottom two poppers on her lab coat. Pop, pop. Oh no. Jesus. I really wish I roped Anglo into this. She took the test tube and shook it. The bubbling, creamy liquid sloshed against the inside of the tube. It fizzed up, and Alexa swore she could feel the glass expanding, swelling up and down as she shook the tube. So she's just wanking off a disease. A shock of electricity coursed through her veins, eventually stopping as it reached her vagina. It was like she'd sat on a battery. Everything tingled and it felt good.
Who sits on a battery?
I'm so nervous about the sound bites from this episode, Mel. I'm cursed forever. This is gonna be the episode.
You're welcome.
I regret this so much. But Alexa knew it could feel better, much better, if only we do some gain of function research. It doesn't say that. Much better. Alexa pulled down her lab pants and pulled her panties to the side. Her pussy so wet that the lace glided across her skin like a fat man on a water slide.
No.
That's Picture that next time you're getting down to it, people.
We're talking about libertarians.
Okay. Next pork fest you're at, I guess. As the COVID-19 sample got closer to her, she felt the rush. An intense burst from within, like an entire firework display going off at once. And like she was about to lose 2 years of her life to bullshit. She twisted the test tube in her grip, ready to push it inside. She'd done this with so many men who didn't know how to control their own flailing cocks, like they'd had minds of their own and required guidance. We are morons. Alexa tightened her grip on the tube. She imagined it had veins pumping blood to keep it hard for her. She thought about the power. I have 2 more pages of this.
Oh, no.
I know. It's happening to all of us.
Shh, just let it happen.
She touched the test tube to her wet lips. Dr. Ashington Ford, would you mind cataloging these new test samples? Shit. Thank you. Alexa hadn't realized that her boss, Dr. Gertley Chund, a very unsexy name, had walked back into the lab. Oh, that's probably... Yeah, she was probably... Yep. Thankfully, her back had been to the door, or else Dr. Gertley Chund would have seen everything. And that kind of gave Alexa a little rush, too. She's in a fucking deadly disease lab. There should be some cameras. Right?
No,
That's
Just the coronavirus got released.
Oh. No fucking responsibility. Wuhan.
Ooh, Wuhan.
Wuhan. Not that she liked Dr. Gertley Chund. He wasn't the sort of guy she usually went after. She liked big, muscular men who looked like Greek statues, except with huge cocks rather than small ones.
Rather.
Dr. Gertley Chund was small and had a funny moustache, but after having been stuck in a lab with him for so long, so deprived of the feeling of a hot man dog inside her lubricated pussy bun. Jesus Christ. She had even considered asking him if he'd been interested in a quick bit of sex to help her get over her infatuation. These are long sentences, I'm sorry. So she could go on searching for a cure. Because that's when... This new sentence. Because that's what they were there for. Not for long-induced sessions with the cause of the pandemic. They were there for the cure. And they were determined never to leave the lab until it had been found. Last page, game. Stick with me. You'll have had fun because you suffered. That's what fun is. However, Alexa still held a grudge against Dr. Gertley Chund. She still thought about hate-fucking him, sure. But her pride was more important than a bit of slap and tickle. She knew the vaccine they were waiting to trial on human patients needed just a little more COVID-19 in order for the body to properly build up the necessary antibodies. But would Dr. Gertley Chund listen? No, he would not. When the coronavirus had first taken hold of the people of Wuhan... you got the fucking saying right. Dr. Gertley Chund, one of Ohio's top biomechanical neuroviral epidemiologists had asked a core team of doctors to lead a task force to find the cure. There had been 4 of them at the start. Dr. Gertley Chund, Dr. Ashington Ford, Dr. J, and Dr. Wobble. Then slowly the virus had spread across the globe. Asia, Europe, some other places, but most importantly and worryingly, America. Fuck yeah. And then, even more slowly, the virus began to infect the lab. First to succumb was Dr. J, then Dr. Wobble. That was it. And so, Dr. Gertley Chund became more determined, so determined, in fact, that he had stopped listening to reason, and because Alexa had huge boobies, a thick ass, and nice legs, he would sometimes overlook her. Alexa admired him so much, but lately his attitude in it carries on into a page we don't have, fortunately. That was a lot. I'm gonna get some fucking messages.
Yeah, I'm gonna go drink bleach.
Yeah, that's the old Amanda Knox routine. Oh wait, is that Amanda Knox, or was that someone else?
Amanda Knox is a good woman. I like that song.
God. That's an awful reference to remember. But of all the things my long-term memory has stored, that being one of them is questionable.
I hope you remember this forever.
I will, Mel. Just like this is much worse than the Christmas episode for me, at least.
Yeah, you need to go wash your mouth out with soap.
Yeah, I'm gonna wash my mouth out with whiskey.
Same. Antiseptic, it works.
Yeah, maybe vodka sounds like a better plan actually, but like the cheap stuff. Oh, wow, that's
what do you think the impact this book has on society is?
Well, hopefully minimal, with all due respect to the author.
My new BFF.
Your new BFF. Definitely invited to drinks. It's a lot to unpack, Mel.
Oh, we're packing it in.
It's just like a tube of deadly coronavirus into a researcher.
You want to know? Let's see here. The what she refers to as let's see. He filled her with love lotion.
Love lotion?
No. That is not moisturizing. Like, no. It's similar to cement for a reason.
It has a job. And one job.
Oh god. She dies of coronavirus in the end.
Of course she does.
How's there a sequel?
Because it mutates. Maybe she does too. Or it
maybe
moves on
it's
to
like
a different lover.
Maybe coronavirus is a floozy too.
I mean, yeah, coronavirus has been getting around.
Yeah, hope for show.
I'm back.
She ignored what her head said, the dread, and instead she embraced love. She lay still and listened to Corona's heart, and she closed her eyes and she rested and rested and.
Is that a haiku?
So, the moral of the story is she fucked Corona until it killed her, which is like, kind of a.
Sounds like dating in 2021.
He had undoubtedly taken her breath away.
See, this is why I can literally hear Mel hanging out with this fucking author, appreciating these kind of. I'm way more on team that the author is completely being recreational and fucking around with like a really silly erotic novel, rather than this is a woman like fanning herself down after every chapter. Like, okay, that'd be nice,
As COVID wrapped her in his arms like she was spilling a burrito.
No.
She realized that she never wanted to be apart from him.
Beans.
That's a fever, darling.
That's a fever. That's a fever dream. You're gonna get brain fever and die. Congratulations. This is called a hallucination, not a wet dream.
Hey, let's not put the poor woman down. It's called being lovesick, actually. And it's romantic. It's not sad.
Oh no.
Or something.
I mean, if she went out doing what she loved.
Yep, just shoving that test tube right up there. That's
being a hoe. Yeah.
That's
this one sentence.
What do you found?
Only a strong chunk of a finger.
A whole chunk.
What does that even mean?
I do a good chunk.
It might as well say like a whole chungus of a finger.
It's chonk with an O, like a chonky cat.
Yeah.
Fat finger.
Yeah, chunk finger, bro.
Chunky finger. Yeah, no, I definitely appreciate the writing style. I think a lot of people would see the cover and be like, that's stupid. But you know what? A book like this comes from a place of intelligence, and you can't fucking deny that. It takes a certain kind of fucked up creative to like manufacture these books.
Yeah, for sure.
And maybe we could say the same thing about Saddam and what he did.
No.
Come on, no takers.
I mean,
fuck you.
We may appreciate him on this blessed day of 69, and that's it.
This is the one day I will, I'll turn our platform over to a dead dictator and say, you know what, bravo, you did something. You took a chance.
Not me. I say, hey Saddam, you didn't write better than my friend MJ Edwards. She owned you with her books.
No, to be fair, like
Neener. She didn't cover her holes.
He spoke. I mean, they are no different in their literature. He spoke of current times through allegory. She spoke of current times through allegory.
It's fucking true,
wow,
though. Like,
way to get deep.
Well, no, like
erotica.
As we said, Buckles, like we want balance this episode 69. That's yin and yang. So we started the episode with a creative using allegory, and we're ending with a creative that uses allegory in an erotic fashion.
And another thing, Saddam didn't have 19 ferrets.
He
might
have had 19 tigers.
He had 19 concubines.
Probably more.
Maybe 19 bears that all wanted to bang him.
And brought him fruits and berries. What?
And you know how many WMDs he had?
None.
Not a fucking one.
Loser.
Anyway, gang. Any wrapping up thoughts to offset the balance?
No,
This was a bad time.
Yeah,
pumice stone my brain.
Yeah, me too, pal. Guns, you didn't say much. Was this a lot for your southern boy appetite?
Yeah, I'm into some freaky shit, but not fucking bears.
No fucking bears.
What about viruses?
Or viruses. I had to step away and take care of something during most of that part. But,
interesting.
Might I just say, Guns, like, and this is genuinely out of support and like a brotherly love thing for you. You do look like you could handle yourself if you were in a Revenant style situation, or had to attempt fucking a bear.
If I had to fuck a bear, I could do it.
I don't think you wouldn't come out like great, but I do think you could do it and live.
Hey, who is your Twitter feed Wood?
What? My Twitter feed Woods?
Yeah.
Well, generally Tom Woods.
Oh gosh.
Yep.
What do you mean?
I don't know. I just answered like that, knowing that I don't have the full context.
The equivalent to the presidential's Twitter feed in the novel Penetrated by the President's Twitter feed. Who is your ideal Twitter feed for that situation?
Ooh.
Oh, if I was to have my own erotic love fest with a Twitter feed?
Yeah, absolutely.
There's so many right and wrong answers for this.
Mine would be Mel.
Oh, Jesus
God.
Christ.
That was a wrong answer, if you were wondering.
Whenever she tweets about beans, it just really gets me going.
I think I'm sticking with Donald Trump because, my friend wouldn't write about it if it wasn't great.
Well, you want what you want, and often we want what we can't have. And now that he's not on Twitter, you're kind of starved, unfortunately.
Yeah.
A little bit.
How about you,
Okay.
Buckles?
I have other means.
No, I'm good.
Do you think George W. Bush has Twitter?
Oh,
Good.
You know what?
question.
Whenever like the emotional equivalent is whenever I see that guy that threw the bush at George W. Shoe.
Oh yeah. He has a Twitter.
He has a Twitter, and but it's in Arabic. Like his name's literally in fucking Arabic. I think I might follow him. A few people do. I'm sure Ace or Scott Horton or a few other people do. But
Scott Horton had him on his podcast, I thought.
Yeah. And so like every now and then that guy will just crop up, and I'm like, he's alive, and he's, like, doing well. And, because, like, people will just be like, thank you, we love you, and, like, send him fucking positive shit just out of nowhere every time they see the video, and he's like, oh, thank you, like, very politely. And it's, like, very fucking wholesome to me to see that he's alive, so the emotional equivalent of getting off to Donald Trump's Twitter feed would be that. In some confusing way.
Yeah,
Or,
that's a good one.
eMilitia does the Shoe Guy's Twitter feed.
fuck yeah. It's gonna be an ebook.
Gonna be an ebook.
I dig it.
Right. Well, that was damaging. I'm gonna go wash my brain out with vodka now. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I'm gonna definitely kill
Hot shower.
myself.
But I would genuinely like to talk to MJ Edwards, so we'll fucking see if that happens.
Could be a win, yeah.
Yeah, thank you, Mel. Fuck you. I don't know. I never know what to say at the end of these things. Yeah, I'm just glad it's gonna be a little bit. We have a few months until Christmas, so I'm gonna take some mental health days. Why can't we enjoy the holidays?
Self-care.
Plus,
Santa Claus Erotica.
we're gonna see each other very soon in person.
Santa Claus the Rock.
We're gonna see each other very soon in person, so we can do some plotting and planning, and I'm sure Mel will. Hopefully, Mel can make it.
Sadist.
Yeah, and share whatever her fucking evil thoughts are.
Evil.
In person, and we can
God.
actually react. She can see the nervous body language we react with.
Yeah, my stress sweats.
Yeah, the amount of shrooms and alcohol I consume immediately following Mel's holiday plans.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna get expensive. Alright, thank you for listening, people. This has been episode 69.
Nice.
God damn it.
Bye.